you can help one child who has cancer, why wouldn't you do it?
Listen.
Because that Head Start mom will never get it.
Why pit one against the other?
Why would we want to do that? I have 1,100 people at Nellis Air Force Base that are sitting home. They have a few problems of their own. This is to have someone of your intelligence suggest such a thing. Maybe means you're irresponsible and reckless. You know, I'm not known for being real articulate, but what I was trying to say is that we can't be piecemealing all this stuff. We have Centers for Disease Control that's closed. We have thousands and thousands of women and children who are not able to get their WIC monies of $45 a month. We have disabled veterans who are working, who are getting paid. We have 500,000 people at the Defense Department who are on furlough. So we have to look at everything. We can't just look at one part of this. Realize this. People talk about, why don't you negotiate? Remember the thing that everyone has to understand. I was contacted the first part of September by John Boehner. He said, we've got to get something done here on the CR. I said, great. He said, here's my deal. You've got to take our number, $988 billion. I said, I can't do that. We have $70 billion more than that. Patty Murray worked really hard to get a budget. I can't agree to 988. He said, we've got to do that. So we spent some more time together, and I agreed to that. That was really hard. My caucus really didn't like that. We took a real hit. We negotiated. He said we would have, you'd agree to that, we will have this CR over to you right away. Right away's never come. So
you're saying that he told you, he promised you in a private meeting that he would pass a clean bill with no strings attached, particularly on Obamacare?
That's why we did it. That's why we agreed to that lower number. So that's one of the largest compromises since I've been in Congress. That was a big deal, $70 billion, just like that.
So,
and he couldn't deliver.
So are you saying that he misled you, or are you saying that he lied?
I think he really intended to do that. But remember what he tried to do. To get things out of the House, what he did, he had what he agreed with me, and then he stuck on it, basically repealing Obamacare. That was to get some votes from the so-called Tea Party. I was going to call them crazies, but I shouldn't do that.
You think that's what this is about? Do you think that he is simply trying to protect his job, and he's brought the entire government to a screeching halt just for that reason?
John Boehner knows that this would pass overwhelmingly if he would let the Democrats vote on it. And we know that he only needs 18 Republicans, and there's certainly 18 Republicans. So, yes, I think that the Speaker has to be more concerned about our country than he is about his job.
You really think effectively calling him a wimp is going to make him change his mind?
I haven't called him a wimp.
Well, you say he doesn't have courage. You're right, that's my word, not yours. But you say he doesn't have courage. I mean, that's pretty tough.
Well, I don't know how to describe it. All I know is that opening the government, taking care of the debt ceiling is here. It's done. All he'd have to do is let people vote on it. And you can describe it as your word, wimp, courage, whatever you want. He should do this. This is bigger than Harry Reid, John Boehner. It's for the country.